All right, guys, how's everything going here on this Tuesday? The Iceman here with a video, and this video is about TNA wrestling, and there's a lot of negative stuff going on in the world of TNA. It's unfortunate. It was reported a couple days ago that the TNA road crew uh, was going to walk off on the job because they weren't being paid. I mean, to me, this should never ever happen. It just this is totally uncalled for, um, and it when the road crew or the setup crew, the stage crew, whatever you want to call them, when they're ready to walk off the job because they're not getting paid, this says a lot in what's going on in the management of TNA wrestling, and it's unfortunate. Um, we all heard rumors, you know, last fall that TNA was interested in selling, and then Dixie had denied it. And then all of a sudden, we saw the loss of AJ Styles. We saw the loss of Sting, Hogan, and his daughter Brooke were gone. We've seen more wrestlers leave TNA. Daniels and Kazarian are gone. Chris Sabin was offered a contract that was like totally ridiculous, so he turned it down. Um, you know what more is there to come? I mean, really. It's also been reported that Bobby Roode has been suspended indefinitely due to inappropriate conduct. Now, I'm wondering about this myself. Is it possible that Rude was suspended because he's one of the higher priced superstars in TNA, and TNA does not have the money to pay him, so they found a way to keep him off TV? I mean, there's just TNA is in a very bad situation right now, and I think it's a situation. It sort of reminds you back in the days of WCW before their demise, and then they were sold to Vince McMahon, for the library of you know uh, pay-per-views and their wrestling shows, and plus the fact of controlling uh, interests of the superstars that WCW did have. But I think this is a little different situation where I think Dixie had the opportunity to get some financial backing, and at the time did not take it when offered, and now she's in a situation where she can't afford to even pay her stagehands, which is really really sad. They're also shopping around for another cable network. Apparently, there's probably some concern with Spike TV holding on to TNA, and it just gets worse and worse. And we haven't seen Austin Aries on TV in I don't know how long. There's just so many guys that are on that roster, which is a very small roster, that we don't see week after week. And I know one of the situations with TNA is with their superstars, you get paid per appearance. So if you're not on, you do not get paid. And so I'm sure that Jeff Hardy has a pretty decent contract. Um, you would think that Kurt Angle does as well. But even with the talk of Angle with his knee injury, uh, they're talking when he is ready to come back and be able to wrestle, that his contract will be up. So what does that tell you too? So Kurt Angle probably will not return to TNA television. So very very difficult situation to swallow. Being a TNA fan for you know as long as they've been around, um, it's difficult because it really does remind me of WCW, because WCW, NWA, Pro Wrestling, and WCW, they were the same. Just different owners. They changed their name. They were my favorite promotion ever, and it really saddened me the day that uh, the WWF, or the WWE, mind you, bought them out, and there was no longer WCW shortly thereafter. And I just see that TNA is spiraling downward. Um, I think Dixie was wrong for not accepting financial backing. And now it's come to a point where I think there is no fix, because I don't think she will get financial backing now, because I think the situation has gotten uh, so much worse that people are afraid to invest their money, because they know that they could lose, an awful lot by doing so. So, yeah, it's unfortunate. Um, you know, as long as they're still around, I'll still watch them on Thursday nights. I'll still watch their pay-per-views. I just, in my gut, I have this feeling that, you know, by the end of the fall, or maybe sooner, that maybe we won't even see TNA at all, and that is, very sad. And and one thing I can say this time, I can't blame Vince McMahon for this, because this is all Dixie's doing. Um, and again, when AJ didn't resign, and then when Jeff Jarrett left, obviously there was a red flag there. I mean, a lot of the other superstars had to wonder, well, if Jarrett's leaving, something's not right here. And each week that goes by, it just shows more and more that there is a major problem in TNA. Like I said, when you can't pay your stagehands on time, something's definitely wrong. So, anyway, I just wanted to put out this information, and you know, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. I mean, hopefully they can rebound a little bit, but I think when you get to a certain point, there is no chance for a rebound, and I don't think TNA's quite yet at that point, but I think they're pretty darn close. And so they're teeter tottering on a situation that very well could be the end of TNA professional wrestling. So this is the Iceman on a Tuesday night. Peace out, everybody. Enjoy.